Welcome back. Welcome back. WNYWaterCooler.com podcast. We got Steve and Coast.
Dennis, so what was more difficult this week to let go of, the road playoff wins or the fourth quarter comebacks in the playoffs?
The I was gonna start off with saying, wow, Allen actually had a good final drive there. I didn't really watch the replay of the pass to Cooks, but I feel like people are making a bigger deal out of it. He just sort of threw it up. Uh, If you hit him in stride, isn't it a touchdown?
No, the safety was over the top. It was an incredible play
It was a good play to get the ball there.
on the money.
It
I
was
was
third
one of
down, right?
third down. I'm not sure. It was one of the best throws of his career for sure. I don't remember what
Oh
down it
wow!
was.
I don't think we're really. How long's the list?
Hundreds.
Yeah,
An
against the
incredible play.
Dolphins and Jets.
Oh my god!
He
Double
played.
foot,
He played pretty well. I mean,
unbelievable game. Unbelievable game.
so what you were watching, you couldn't believe you were seeing it happening.
No, actually, you're right. I could because it was. I just expect that from him. But for you, it had to be unbelievable.
Well, I was wondering, like, are we going to lose? Uh,
28 for 35, just surgical.
well, I mean, as we know, like players, this offense is just fucking brutal. I mean, these
Did he even
players.
did he even come close to a turnover?
Oh, it was 3rd and 1. That's why I didn't think it was that big of a deal because we were just going to go for it on fourth.
I guess that's
But
one way to look at it.
but it was. I mean, it was a big play.
Yeah, it was huge. Got us down there, and well, he made it. In the fourth quarter, he made so many plays in that fourth quarter, and he had like six injuries, and guys are dropping like flies. It was it was a great win, man.
It was a
All
good.
this,
It was a very
yeah,
good win, and our prize is to go to the 1 seed. You know, that's why
yep.
the regular season matters.
Yeah, you could say that. For sure. They're
I'll
rested
take
and
it.
we're not. They're rested and we have an injury report that has like 20 names on it. And, we got to go to their stadium in the altitude on 6 days rest. But, a young team, maybe the extra week, you could go the other way too. Tighten up a
I
little bit.
I agree with that. I mean, it's not like they were like hotter than shit coming into the playoffs, but I mean, they haven't lost that many games this year. So you have a week to sit around and think about it, and then you have to watch Allen beat the team that just fucking stomped your face in like less than a month ago, right? So,
They,
and
they
the
definitely were,
altitude thing, you know that
yeah.
Wyoming is like 2,000 feet higher wherever he played college. It's 2,000 feet higher than Mile High.
Yeah, I did hear that. I'm not worried about Allen. I don't know what the scientific impact or whatever of the altitude is, and if it's going to impact our O line or
Don't they wear
what's going to.
masks to like limit their oxygen so their body gets used to it or some shit? I
No
don't know.
idea, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a physician on the radio. I'm not a physician in real
they
life.
sure they got it figured out now by now on how to hopefully minimize the impact. They got oxygen on the benches, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
sure if the drunks in the early '90s and the '80s could go to Denver and fucking beat these guys, well, like I mean, the playoff game is here, but you'd still play well there.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but I think I don't know. Denver they're down the stretch of the season. They had a lot of close wins against like teams playing backups, like that Chiefs game against the third string QB. They won by like two. And they're playing for the one seed in all these games. Like these are huge games. Even the Chargers game in the finale was a close game. They barely scored. So their offense has been struggling since I guess Green Bay, which I don't that was maybe early December, but they're kind of limping into the playoffs a little bit, I feel like. And they're like this year's, they're we talked about it a few podcasts ago, like the Chiefs of last year. That's Denver this year. Denver had a better point differential last year than they do this year.
That's an interesting stat, actually.
And
I do
another
give you credit for them.
thanks. And another stat is Denver. They have 24 wins. I thought this was pretty crazy. 24 wins over the last 2 seasons. 19 of those wins, the opponent scored under 20 points. So only 5 times they won a game out of 24 where their opponent scored 20 or more. Like the Bills have 14 wins in the last 2 seasons. So, I mean, really just, you got to just score 20 against these guys.
Yeah, and I imagine. Well, so who the offense? I mean, hopefully James Cook does a little more in this game. Uh,
Yeah,
the receivers. I mean, the receivers fucking suck anyway. What did
exactly.
Coleman have? One? Did he have only one target?
The receivers suck. Like losing receivers, I feel like, okay, so we're going to plug Coleman and Samuel in or whoever for other guys that don't do anything, unless we think like losing Shaver's blocking ability is like detrimental to us. But I
Yeah,
feel
that's what they were saying. But I mean, if we lost 10, if we lost number 10, I think that Shakir we would be in.
he's the only guy we throw to.
Yeah, Coleman had one target. Knox had three targets, three catches. Kincaid, I mean, that guy's a black hole of shit. Oh, I'm glad I looked at this now. First, was it the first fucking drive or maybe the second drive? Frank Gore Jr. made this was his NFL debut. I'm not hallucinating that. Yeah, his NFL debut, and he's splitting wide right.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like the Houston game in 2019 when we're throwing it to the full. Is that the same fullback?
Who is that guy? DeMarco? Forget.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's Demarco, not who's the guy we have
Oh,
now?
Gore. Gilliam.
Yeah, Gilliam. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
know that
mean,
Gilliam's going to play a part in this game. We're going to have like four fucking tight ends. It's going to be Jackson Hawes.
well, I should have looked up the snap count, but how many snaps did Hawes play last game? Like, we're going to see a ton of Hawes. And that's probably the way you want to attack these guys anyways. They got an undersized D line. If you can get a lead and then just bully them, you just can't have what happens. I saw someone kind of comparing their D line to Atlanta's, and you just can't fall behind early and let them just tee off rushing the passer. But if we can get in a lead, or do the game's close, or we can just run the ball, play action, three tight ends, Alec Anderson, like I think we have an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. If you get up 10 on this team, I don't know. I mean, the defense is going to be less effective. So I have the snap counts. Gilliam was 14%, Ray Davis 32, Hawes 35,
Yeah.
Gabe Davis was 40. He was out there a lot.
So what's that
Coleman
like?
43%.
Oh, yeah. So Coleman already played more than Davis.
Well, yeah, but I mean Davis was hurt midway through. And fucking Shavers, dude's playing with one knee. How do you even I wonder if he like re-aggravated it or something. Can't they tell if a ligament is torn like just by
Maybe it
feeling
wasn't
it?
like maybe it was like a half tear or partial tear or something. You can bear
I
weight.
mean,
You
hopefully
can
that dude gets some extra money. Jesus Christ.
I was sick. But we're not losing production at receiving. I mean at receiving statistics at all.
Yeah.
So the only guys we've thrown to are Cooks and Shakir and Healthy. So I mean I think it's being made out to be a bigger deal than it is. I think the biggest issue is just the 6 days versus 13. Um, which, I mean, that one extra day is huge for like Oliver. I'm not sure I would play Oliver.
Well, that's because you're dumb. But what I don't understand is the fucking scheduling. Why? What is the explanation for the one seed playing on Saturday?
I don't think it makes sense at all. I think part of it is the Monday night game, and they think that
Yeah, because okay, so if all the top seeds win the Monday, yeah, well,
I think the Monday night
I mean,
game.
that would be more of a reason to not have them on Saturday.
Well,
Or
the
maybe
team
they would
playing.
do it.
You can put the Monday night winner against a team that played on Sunday, have them play Saturday, and it's a day difference. It's like not that drastic. So I don't know what's more.
You can't have
Uh,
Monday to Saturday.
why Monday to
I
Saturday
mean,
versus Sunday to Saturday? They do Sunday to Thursday, and they don't give a shit.
in the regular season. Yeah, I guess it's, I don't
I mean,
know.
they got to scrap the Monday game. I think they got to go just 1, 4, and 8 on Saturday and Sunday. Get rid of
Yeah,
the
who
Monday
even
night
looks
wild card.
forward to the Monday? I mean, it's just money. Like, how much fucking money does this league need?
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's
literally,
so
how much
unfair.
money do you have games in December? You had games like 5 nights a week. Like, you
Yeah,
really need to have, like, they literally did. They had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday in December. Like, when college was over, they literally did. Like, you
and then
really
when
need
yeah,
that? You have to have fucking Christmas games.
it's crazy. And they don't need to like, especially with the amount of the advantage the one seed's already getting. It's like you're giving them even more of an advantage.
If
Like the
I'm
one seed
college
already
football, I'm gonna
has.
go. I would go after the NFL and put the game on this wild card Monday. Just to,
Yeah,
is it the same fans? I mean, I guess it's some, but it's just crazy.
I mean, T-Rock.
After watching 5 games, pretty good games. Was there any? There may have been one. No, they were all pretty good. I mean, the Patriots game sucked, but and then you're like, oh, Monday, we'll watch another one. It's just like, is this even the playoffs still? I don't get it.
No, I don't. I feel like I was saying that Tim, our buddy, only person on earth that I like know that wants this Monday night game.
He's
He's
just
dying for
considering
it
a
every year.
fucking idiot.
So yeah, but it just we're the rest disadvantage is could be brutal. But I mean, I think who are the biggest losses? Like from a like losing our receivers are thin, super thin, but we don't use them anyways. But other than that,
Also, we have Frank Gore
um,
Jr.
yeah, Ty, that kind of. I feel like we should be able to use Ray Davis more. I don't know
Yeah, so
if
he
he
has that fumble. I mean, that was such a sequence. So they scored a touchdown, right? Or no, they kicked a field goal.
touchdown.
Touchdown. I mean, I don't blame him for that. He got hit like, and then some. He got hit
Yeah,
like 3 times all at the same
happens.
time. Kind of. That is going to happen. And, although I don't see how the Bills didn't get the ball. It seemed like he was just laying there. But whatever. So they get it, and then fucking Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence falls short. He's pushing off with his knees. Like, dude, you gotta get that.
That is a good segue into the officiating. It was the officiating was one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen. I mean,
See that
you
like four
know,
times.
I do, but first of all, obviously they got the Lawrence call right, but how do you miss
Eventually,
that?
we had to challenge it.
Exactly. How do you miss that spot by a full yard?
Why
I
is turnover on downs not? I didn't get why that has to be only challenged. The rules just don't make any sense.
So then we have that play, and then later in the second quarter, we have they complete a pass to Myers. I don't remember what down it was, where the ball like touched the turf, but we didn't challenge it. The ball didn't move. I didn't think we should challenge it.
I think this
So
was before that, but regardless of the order, yeah.
and then yeah, and then we
And
have
they
that
stop
pass
it.
to
They stop. Yeah,
Cooks
they stop it and look at. They do the call up automatically. It was like wasn't it was called incomplete or
on the Cooks
uh,
play or Myers.
Myers.
I think Myers we would have had to challenge and we didn't, but it didn't look. I can't remember specifically, but I thought it was a catch. And then we have the Cooks play where that ball's not moving. Like I still can't understand how they can call that a catch and then overturn it.
I
The
actually agree
ball's
with you on both of those. I wouldn't have challenged it, and I thought that it was going to be a catch.
I was shocked when they overturned the Cooks play. And that
Like
takes
clear.
points.
I mean, like they say, it has to be clear evidence that
Clear
it
and
moved.
evidence.
Where it was clear about that?
The ball never moved. Yeah, it went through his hands and he like pinned it against whatever. But the ball was not moving at all. So he had control of it. I don't understand. So that takes points off the board. It's 10-7. At worst, it's 13-7 and the half's over. Instead, we get this end of half, like, was the center's hand moving before, like, the clock's on zero, center has the ball, and they're, like, trying to decide. I mean, it was insane that they gave them a field goal attempt on that. I
Well,
thought,
the whole offensive line has to be set, they say, for a beat or a second. Whatever that is, it's got to be at least a beat is what, a second? It can't be less than 1 second of life. There's no way they were set for 1 second. The right tackle, I don't think ever was stopped moving.
no, it was crazy. It was crazy. And then, I mean, the guy luckily misses the kick, but, and then in the fourth quarter, we're up 17-13, 3rd and 8 at like the 40, their own 40. And we force a stop, and they call this illegal contact on Benford when the ball wasn't even thrown to this guy, and he barely. I don't know, man. That was like that was borderline ridiculous as
Yeah, and
well.
I feel like the only replay they showed of it was like a zoom in, like a super close up of it. Like they didn't
Yeah,
show like the context of it.
like he closed his hand on his shirt, but he didn't impede his progress at all, and the ball wasn't even thrown to him. So I have such a tough time with some of these calls, like impacting the game, especially those 3rd and long bailout holds. Like I don't know, like we had one against the Pats where we threw it to Coleman.
Vrabel said we didn't have any.
Yeah, well, we had one against the Pats. Remember, we threw it to Coleman. They called illegal contact, but the guy he grabbed his jersey and we threw the ball to the guy. It's just different. Like that was like ticky tacky as well, but the ball was thrown to Coleman. So in this instance, the guy wasn't even part of the play. So and then they score a touchdown to take the lead. Just these calls could have been so impactful on the result that I mean, we end up winning by 4 or 3 or whatever, but could have been more. I mean, we scored a touchdown at the end of half, and it's 17-7, and we're getting the ball. Like, I don't know, things, it could be vastly different.
Well,
But,
we're lucky that Jacksonville fucked up the second quarter at the end.
yeah,
And even how
they
do we
did.
even let that happen? How do you even let that
Well,
happen?
what did we allow? Like a 20-yard Lawrence run out of the end zone?
Yeah, well,
We had him pinned at the 1 yard line. And then, I don't know, but they like let the clock run. I mean, they were a disaster, too, at the end of the half. But,
well, I mean, at least they had that nice lady. Oh, there was more time than I thought. So it was a minute five.
yeah,
Okay, and then he has the 20. Oh, okay, so he scrambles for 18, and they don't get the
they,
next snap off until 34 seconds. They had a false start. So then they had the 10-second runoff,
yeah.
and then they had the dump off short
They had to use a timeout, right?
for 9 yards. No, they didn't have any timeouts.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so then they're at the 16. They're at the 16 and they throw the 9 yard play to the 25 at 2nd and 6, 15 seconds left. They so I guess yeah, there was 15 seconds. So they run
But
up
you're but you're gonna complete a like 30
34
yard pass
yards
over the middle, have your whole team run up there, get set, and snap it and spike it
in 14 seconds from the snap to the ball
to the
being
spike.
put down. Yeah.
And they didn't, but yet and they're like huddled up for like 2 minutes talking about it, and they're just I don't know. Sometimes it's as simple as like, okay, the center had the ball, the clock's at zero, like half's over. Yeah, I don't like. It's like they're over and analyzing it.
Who would complain if they said it was the end of the half? Jacksonville wouldn't have complained. I mean,
No, no one would have.
maybe your version of Jacksonville,
Well,
but
it's the same thing about the cheat. Not to go back to last year, like when they said Allen was short on that fourth down because there was no like visual of the ball, even though his body was like across the line. It's like no one would have been like that was the wrong call. They said he got it. No one.
well,
Like
yeah. I mean,
so.
the defensive holdings and contacts, those I can live with. The
Yeah,
Cooks overturned, saying it's clearly, quote unquote, clearly obvious or whatever the term is that it was an
crazy.
incomplete pass to me is just bullshit. But the kneeling, I'm yelling kneel it when he on that first and goal. I mean, you got to
Oh
kneel there,
yeah. I mean, I wanted them to kneel it too, but I don't. I don't really
kneel
have that much of a
forward or
problem.
whatever. But I mean, we have
Well, it's
timeouts,
easier
so if
said than done, man.
something catastrophic happens, you still had 2 or 3 timeouts and 3 more plays. If it's second down after kneeling,
I
they
mean, the
cannot
kneel,
stop the clock.
the kneel. I would not have kneeled forward. I would have just done a straight up kneel, and then you have it at the 2, and you have 3 tush pushes. As soon as you try and like fuck around with like a kneel forward and fall forward and you fumble like something, you don't practice that shit. And
Yeah, the
then
only thing you could do is tell Allen, don't tell the team, tell him. Because if you tell everyone, then yeah, there's too many moving parts that they're not used to. But Allen can just take a step up
and
but
that
yeah,
that also increases the false start risk. And there's a lot of variable. There's a lot of things that could have gone wrong. Like I still think I would have wanted them to kneel it and waste the time, but I
you
don't
know what else
really.
could go wrong is a tip ball up and Jacksonville catches it instead of Bishop catching it. I mean, things could have gone wrong on our end on defense. It could
Both
have been a
ways.
DPI. Lord knows the way the fucking game's going.
Both ways. Yeah, both ways. I'm just saying I don't think it was like I don't know. I feel like I've heard people talking about it like it was like 99% they should have kneeled it. I think it was like 62-38. Like, I mean, we've seen enough crazy things
63,
happen where
37.
yeah, we've seen enough crazy things happen where if we tried to do it, if we kneeled, I mean, things could have got like both ways. You score and then they score, then you're getting killed. You kneel it, then get a false start, then don't end up scoring, you're getting killed. So, and I will say too, in McDermott's defense, I felt like I really felt like every time Lawrence dropped back to pass, he was like dying to throw an interception.
Well, yeah,
I
I
thought,
think everyone did. He
yeah,
he had
yeah,
2 or 3 that
he,
were like, oh, how did no come down with
yeah,
that?
he had a couple, he had the 2 picks, and then there was a 3 or 4 like batted balls that just didn't get picked, and he had some passes that went to just to nobody.
Yeah, he had some
So
bad passes to the outside, like to his right, like
yeah,
outside the numbers. He could not
even
throw
over the
those
middle,
balls.
even over the middle, it was like who's he throwing to? And even some of his completions, the ball's like fluttering. So I think that played into it. Like I think they had confidence in Lawrence like effing up as well and like not being able to like I think they had confidence in their defense in an obvious passing situation. So if it was up again if they were getting, shredded through the air all day, maybe their calculation changes. So I think
Brian
like
Thomas
I
Jr. 2 targets in this game.
yeah.
The other thing, the last thing I would say about this Jacksonville game is the Bracial Tootin. I mean, I know him, I've heard of him just because of fantasy football, but he
They're
had
getting torched.
he had four rushes in the first 21 minutes or something, and 0 rushes the rest of the entire game.
Yeah.
And the guy's putting up 14 a tote, or 13, 12 and a half, 12.8 a tote. And then thank God that Cohen is such a genius.
Well, I will say like I feel like they had a lot of big runs on first down, but I feel like as soon as it was like 2nd and 7 or 3rd and 6 and they had to pass is when like shit went wrong. Like I don't know. It like their explosives came on first down, but anytime they were in a passing situation, it like played to our benefit. So I don't know how many times it's like when should they have run it when they didn't? You know what I mean? Like so I don't think they were it was maybe the 4th and 1. They did try and run it with Lawrence, but I don't know. It's the passing situations for them, I felt like Lawrence was just not good. So and you can't play an entire game without like a 3rd and 7 that you need to convert. I don't know. They could have run it more, I guess, but I just thought their quarterback was terrible.
I mean, they only had 3 points in the third quarter. Well, I mean, they only had the one possession.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
our march on the to start that third quarter, 11 plays, 45 yards.
Well, we had I feel like the Jags had the ball for much of the first quarter, and then after that, like the second and third quarters, I feel like we had the ball the entire time. Like we were just dominating.
Oh, Knox had a false start.
Yeah, our first drive, we had a false start and a holding that killed us because we had some nice plays on that drive, but then we kept getting backed up.
Why do we
So,
only throw like 2 yard passes on 3rd and 8?
uh, I mean, they worked.
couple times, I guess. The third
Yeah, they
quarter.
were working. There was a couple third downs where he threw this wide receiver screen and went for 10, 12 yards.
So the whole AFC
So,
playoffs. I mean, watching the games, the other two winners were Houston and Jackson or in New England. I mean, ranking the teams, I would say Jacksonville and Buffalo looked better than those four teams. I mean, Houston, they scored 14 points in the fourth quarter on defense,
yeah.
and they had a long play in mid third quarter to save them. But other than that, I mean, CJ Stroud looked sick. I mean, Aaron Rodgers looked like he just wants to go lay down. And New England, they didn't do shit until like third
No.
quarter where they just were kicking field goals. I think they only had one touchdown.
Wasn't it 6-3, like at the end of the third? Yeah. I mean, yeah, the teams look terrible, all of them. Every single one of them. The Pats and the Texans who won all look terrible. You definitely can make the case that the two best teams were. I mean, I don't even think it's arguable last week that the two best teams were the Bills and Jags. Um, so I mean, this Houston New England game. I don't know, man. It's as the Patriot. The Chargers were terrible, and is the Patriots D like decent or I don't know. It's like how many points do you need to win that game? Is it going to be like
Four.
16?
They needed four.
Yeah, like
Well, against
I don't
San
know.
Chargers, but
In May, the only team that's challenged May by scoring points is us. Like the Chargers, yeah, their defense played good, but they never could really put the pressure on them. They get a turnover at the 10 and they score zero. So it's like yeah, May
yeah,
played better in the
that's
second.
another genius head coach that can you go for it on fourth and you don't go for it.
Yeah.
Um,
Where were
you,
they? Where was the fourth down from? Was it from the one? I can't remember.
no, they're like inside the five. I think they could have gotten first downs.
Oh, okay. So I mean, I don't know. Like, just take the points. It's easy to say when you can't convert, but in the playoffs, you got to just take the points sometimes. Ben Johnson had one where it was like 4th and 4, and they were already up 20-7. Just kick the field goal. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes these guys outsmart themselves when they don't want people all the geniuses on Twitter to chirp at them.
Maybe it wasn't one of the NFC teams. I thought, but yeah, man. This Pats Texans game can be interesting. So, but Bills Broncos, man. I just feel like I've heard people say it's a good matchup for Denver. I feel the opposite,
I
honestly.
Sad that I am actually agreeing with you. It's like that Jacksonville uh that matchup with them didn't seem to go in our favor. But with Denver, I don't know if their defense is as good as Jackson's. I mean, they have the best defensive player, but he's going to cover what Dalton Kincaid? I mean, is he really going to cover Sertan too? Is he really going to cover like who?
Exactly. Their biggest advantage is, you come in there with you come in there with like an offense that you want to run through a stud receiver. You might have some troubles, but I don't know. Like, okay, so just take away that side of the field. Great, like no big deal. We'll just do something. I don't think it's that big of an impact in this game. There and they have an undersized D line. I think we're gonna be able to run the ball. Coach should be fresh, like you said. If anyone is, it should be him. Um, so I mean, he only had 15 carries, right? Not like he had 28 carries. And
Yeah,
offensively, I mean, their offense has been terrible most of the, like not good most of the season. And I think McDermott's kind of feeling it right now. I feel like so, and we killed them last year after their first drive touchdown. They didn't do anything. So how
yeah, we did
different?
murder them last year. How much better or worse is their defense than last year? I mean, going from the road to home obviously is going to be different with Kansas, but
Yeah, exactly. The rest and Nick's has more experience, but I don't know. Has he played like it? Are we gonna be able to confuse him? Like, who's their running back? Like,
their
it's not like
running
they're
backs suck. Harvey and McLaughlin and Dobbins has been out. while. He's done.
They they don't really run the ball well, and the weapons at receiver. I mean, Jacksonville had they got three weapons and a good tight end, and they run the ball well. And Denver, I mean, Cortland Sutton, okay, I'm sure you can probably eliminate him. And then you're looking at who? Troy
Franklin.
Franklin, the rookie.
Ingram's pretty good, but he had 50 catches. He had one touchdown this year.
I also think you're the best. I think you're the best defense in the league against tight ends too. So tight ends don't really do anything against us. So it's not. I just like the matchup defense for their offense, and our defense is relatively healthy. I
I
mean,
would really
obviously,
like to see Oliver play, even if he plays limited snaps. I feel like that could just be like, and we're kind of like looking around. Who the fuck are some of these numbers on these jerseys? You don't know a couple of these players playing because so many people are hurt. I don't know, you see Oliver out there, like, oh, it could be something.
got to be like healthy enough to play like 25 snaps. Like if we're gonna put him out there, like Mathis last game, I think played 7 snaps. Like there's not really why risk it for that many snaps. Um,
Yeah.
but if he's healthy enough, they feel like where he can play a pretty decent amount, then I mean, it's the playoffs. I'm sure he wants to.
And they're saying Bosa played like shit. I mean, he had the pressure on that last pick, but other than that, he wasn't setting edges, and he even said himself he didn't play that well. Epinesa, I think I noticed his number out there one time. Russo, he had a pretty good game, I think. But
Yeah, and I think I think Milano is out in the youth a little bit, and Thompson and our backers are playing pretty well. So
I need to
not
re-sign Shaq Thompson. Christ.
I agree. Not having Foyer might hurt a little bit, but
Oh yeah, Wild Goose, Rashad Wild Goose out there was holy cow. He was terrible. I mean, he probably didn't practice a lot, but
exactly they're
Hancock
gonna
was
have a
bad.
plan. They're gonna have a plan for that now. Like
Might not be Hamlin. I know that.
I'm guessing it'll be Hancock and or the UB guy, maybe splitting snaps somehow, or I don't know. What's his name? Cam Lewis.
Yeah, can't. It'll be Lewis. Yeah, it'll be Lewis, not Hamlin. Lamar Hamlin, but
Yeah, so they'll come up with a plan, but um, yeah, but I think we'll be able to confuse Nix. Um, force a couple turns. He throws a couple early picks. This game could get away from them.
he doesn't turn the ball over though. But yeah, if they get down 10, I mean the crowd, I don't know how much they really believe in this team anyway. I mean, there's even a columnist for Denver saying like, I don't know about this team. The fucking coach, he's won.
The
I
coach,
hate the guy, but
he's like berating reporters. I hate that shit.
well, I
Did
guess
you?
he had a rapport with that guy. He knew him, but I don't know.
I don't know the backstory, but the vibe coming out of Denver is a lot different than coming out of Jacksonville last week. Jacksonville was very confident, almost like overly confident. I feel like Denver. A lot of the quotes I hear is like, "Josh Allen's amazing. We got to like this and that. Like it's gonna be a
They
tough
tweeted
game."
their official Twitter, uh, Broncos Twitter said David versus Goliath.
Yeah, that's
Who
insane.
who who's who in this scenario?
These teams are obsessed with the underdog card. They're not even underdogs anymore.
They're favored and they're the one seed at home coming
Yeah.
off a bye. We just lost, literally just lost 3 receivers to torn ACLs in the last 10 days. I mean,
Also, we're not actually exactly Goliath. I mean, we don't have a Super Bowl.
exactly. Most
Like
people are like,
it's
oh, the Bills, yeah, Chiefs
these
little brother.
these teams are just are dying for this like chip on their. I don't know, and I feel like everything has been so quiet on our end too. Like you don't hear much of anything.
I mean, could be
It's
just
just like it's all business.
they're all just in ice
What I'm
tubs.
paying
They don't have
attention to.
time to be fucking interviewed.
Even have a phone in there to tweet because you're just fully submerged in water and ice.
Christ, we got fucking wood chips in that game. And Jags and the Patriots we get to play one-armed fucking no offensive line Chargers. Just sickening.
Yeah,
Because and I've been
I
complaining all
know.
fucking year about 2 games. But we got a minute left, 2 minutes left here. Bo next week versus Josh Allen. What's your prediction?
Well, I think, like I said, I think we're going to be able to confuse Knicks. I think we're going to get a couple takeaways early in the game. I think we're going to be able to run the ball. I really feel like we're dialed in, man. I'm concerned about the time diff for the rest, like I said, but I think we're going to win like 27-10.
I I was wrong last week by I said we'd lose by three. We won by three, but my reasoning was the kicking game, and we won the kicking game. So my
Well, great.
analysis, I think, was correct, but I was wrong with who was going to win the kicking game. I guess.
I had their point total correct, not ours. I was off a little bit.
Yeah, 20 points. I I do also think that we're going to win because we've been here before. This is our what sixth divisional round. I mean, their coach has been here before. That's about it. Bo Nix, yeah, he's 30. He's filed paperwork for Social Security, and but their defense is good. But are they any better than Jacksonville's defense? I don't think so.
I
In
don't think
certain
so either.
spots, I think we could have the advantage. I mean, Dawson Knox and Brandon with an eye Cooks. James Cook, maybe it'll be James Cook game. I'll say
James Cook game.
24-20.
Love
Bills
it. Let's
win.
go.
Well, we'll see you in
See
Mile
you
High.
next week. Yep. See ya.